200 volunteers from around the country are coming together to help the Red Cross in their relief efforts, one of which is from right here in our area. Our Emily McMinn joins us here in studio after speaking to that volunteer. Emily, what'd you learn?
Well, Derek, Cherry Valley native Vicki Brown will be flying out tomorrow morning to head to Los Angeles to volunteer with the Red Cross. But this is far from her first time stepping into a natural disaster. Brown has volunteered around 25 times with several disasters, including with an earthquake in San Francisco, a typhoon in Guam, and most recently Hurricane Helene in Asheville. With just hours to go before she heads to the West Coast, Brown says it's all about giving back as she heads into the unknown and a different kind of disaster. Vicki Brown has volunteered with dozens of natural disasters, but this marks something new.
This is the first wildfire I've worked to this extent, and I think it's going to be massive.
Brown will be staying in a staff shelter in Los Angeles for at least 2 weeks after seeing the devastation all week and knowing she had to do something.
Every time that you see the news program, you're like, I got to do something to help. I got to do something to make the day a little better for, several people, many people.
Brown will be working in public affairs, eager to do whatever she can.
I always think about people who are the helpers when a crisis happens, and it's very easy to be a helper.
Brown just decided she would head to the West Coast Thursday, now working around the clock to prepare.
You got to get your packing done. You got to make sure your bills are paid. You got to notify your family that you're going to be gone for a while.
Despite stepping into a difficult and dangerous situation, Brown says she remains confident.
I'm not nervous only because I've done a lot of disasters. My family is always nervous for me, thinking I'm going to go right in the middle of the firefighting, but that does not happen at the Red Cross.
With the natural disaster still unfolding, Brown is not quite sure what exactly the next couple weeks will look like.
I think there'll be a lot of changes made by the moment as we go forward. But this disaster is so big and has affected so many people.
But her goal remains on the California residents, hoping to provide help for those facing devastation.
When people say they've lost everything, they really mean it. Even their vehicles, their possessions, sometimes even their lives. And sometimes even their businesses for their employment. So it's going to be a very difficult assignment to listen to the stories.
The Red Cross will be providing shelters, meals, and water to residents who have been displaced. Back over to you, Derek.
All right, always good to see people jumping in to help at a moment's notice. Thanks, Emily.